This is my second attempt to film the B section. The first one, there was issues with the bots loading in, but I think they're fixed now, so begin. So first up we got Blood Movie Bot Choy. Quickly gonna explain Bot Choy, Bombshell, Code Ramstein, Codebreaker, Gabriel, Frisbee Ultimate, and Greenspan shouldn't be in this group, but they are. Greenspan, Frisbee Ultimate, Gabriel, Codebreaker, and Ramstein have the wrong letter, but they have a file that has bot in their name, and when I counted the bots with the letter B, I apparently counted those, so they're in here. And then Botchoy and Bombshell, I only had 38 when I originally counted 40, and those two were the ones closest to what I'd built, since Botchoy I did not build at all, but it came with RA2. Whereas Bombshell is whereas Bombshell I just decided I would use up the modified version of the version. But yeah. First fight, Blood Movie Botchoy. It was very even on paper. It's actually very even because Blood Movie tips easily. But Botchoy could get absolutely wrecked like that. But Botchoy lands like the perfect shot. Oh, but he almost KOs himself in the process of doing that. He loses his fork. He's essentially got a ramming plow, but Blood Moon can't get around to the front of him, and he's tipping, and he gets the KO. Blood Moon advance. They will face off against Basenji in the next round. Next up, we got Blue Flame taking on Bombshell. I actually reorganized the bot order to be in the order of their first fight. So, yeah. I did not know Blue Flame. Oh boy. Give me a minute. Blue Flame, I have to hold down the space button to do it. I didn't realize, so I wasn't holding it down. I think Bombshell would dominate this fight, but alright, there we go. Yeah, Bombshell. Just kept hitting on. They will be the 2016 and will fight Barbaric Response in round 1. Next up, we got Blue Tiger versus Buddy Lee. Don't play in the street. Buddy Lee actually has its spinner, which, if you didn't know, fun fact, in real life, Buddy Lee Don't Play in the Street had a spinner for series 4 and 5.0 of BattleBots, as well as the live events that it participated in 2008. So, that version's in here. I have the Rammer version, which is literally the exact same, just without the weapon motor or the weapon. But I use the spinner one since weaponry. And since it has an actual weapon that it can do something with. Blue Tiger, if you're curious why there's drums on his weapon, it's because I originally had baseplate anchors there, and I'm covering up baseplate anchors with those. Also, both these bots have destroyed each other, but Buddy Lee advance. They are going to be the 27 seed, and they will face Bam Bam in round 1. Alright, next up we got Bucktooth Burl versus Body Hammer. Body Hammer, a classic Robot Wars competitor, Bucktooth Burl fought in one exhibition rumble in Season 2 of of ABC BattleBots. Bucktooth Burl actually had some modifications out of this tournament to give it more counterweight at the back so it wouldn't tip onto its weapon as easily, because its weapon is very heavy. And Body Hammer is very dead. Yeah, Bucktooth get the 28. They will face fellow Season 2 of ABC BattleBots exclusive robot, Bad Kitty, in the next round. It's fun. Now we got Series 8 of Robo Wars competitor and live scene competitor Bonk taking on classic BattleBots competitor Ramstein. Ramstein with that poking spike. Bonk with the axe. Both bots quite fast. You can see them skidding and drifting around. Trying to line up each other. But Ramstein is just launching Bonk. Bonk landing a good shot with the axe, but just not able to do anything with Ramstein in the arena. But Ramstein can't really do much either. As they've got them, as Bonk was stuck in the arena wall there. But Ramstein has thrown themselves out of the arena. And can't get out. Bonk are gonna advance. I mean, I'm fine with Bonk advancing. I mean, that means that actual B-bots are advancing. They'll fight Bad Attitude in round 1. Next up, Codebreaker, who actually is the only bot who has car steering in, I think, this entire tournament, because I decided not to give them fix their car steering. Because they shouldn't even be here, so. Unlike another bot where I had to fix their car steering. Steering, which does actually start with B. I didn't fix their problem. So they can't do anything to bot out of hell. Like, at all. I mean, they may be fast, but they can't turn. And bot out of hell doing a bit of a gyro dance there in celebration. It will be the 30 seed. They will fight Barbarous in round 1. Next up, we got Bot Ugly Feet Gabriel. Oh, good god, this fight is gonna suck. Winner fights Beta in round 1. I mean, this whole fight is pretty much just gonna be Bot Ugly just shoving Gabriel around and hoping that they can hit their chassis at some point. Like, Gabriel is just swinging wildly. Did I just see sparks come from Bot Ugly? Is Bot Ugly about to die? Bot Ugly are gonna leave Gabriel to flail. They sense themselves on the ropes. And Gabriel almost landed a good attack there. Like, they've gotten a good damage in Gabriel. And they've just KO'd Bot Ugly. Gabriel will fight Beta. Good god. You'll actually, also, by the way, Gabriel and Codebreaker, you'll see actually good versions of them when we get to their letter. Because these aren't actually the versions I use. Lastly, we have Greenspan v Frisbee Ultimate. Greenspan, I actually had to fix their turning right before this, because their turning was on the car steering. So I removed the turn control. Their drive is still on the car steering, but now their turning is on 2 Piglet brushless motors. Greenspan trying to go in with that rear wedge to kind of maybe shove Frisbee Ultimate around, but Frisbee Ultimate will advance and will fight Bod in the next actually our very next fight. So Frisbee Ultimate 32 will fight Bod, the 1 seed. Both these bots are full body spitters, sizing each other up. Bod gets the big hit there on the first attack. Frisbee Ultimate got a good shot there on the last attack. Bod are still just kind of hitting that, or just hitting them. Like, is anyone gonna stop Frisbee Ultimate? Like, that's my actual question. Like, honestly, they might be harder to stop than Tight. I mean, they did lose a panel there, but it didn't really matter when their opponent was basically dead. Frisbee Ultimate advance. They will fight the winner of our next fight between the Big B, who we saw in the last group, but this is the version of them that isn't too fast and actually works. Taking on Big Nipper. Now, Big Nipper, the claws don't close, and I don't have the vertical spinner version because that was going to be too hard to make. I thought of a way that I might be able to do that, but I don't want to try it. Also, the Big B is a lightweight, which is pretty cool. Accurate weight classes are always fun. Oh, Big B looked in trouble of getting toppled there. And there's a big hit right there by Big Nipper. And Big Nipper trying to bring that lifter in and use it to lift Big B. Like, the claws are getting good damage in, but if they can get a lift on the Big B and KO them, I mean, get the lift on them, just get around to get them onto their side. Like, in future, I'll give them the vert. But this tournament, we're only gonna see him with the high claws. But those things got spikes. And they will fight Frisbee Ultimate in the next round. Next up, Senji will fight Blood Moon. Both bot vertical spinners with wedges. One has its wedge on the front, one has its wedge on the rear. One of them has a big deadly spinner, one of them has a tiny little cutting spinner. And one of them is dead and one of them is not. Senji advance. What? I didn't realize that Blood Moon was gonna KO that fast. Alright, next up, Battle Royale with Cheese. Takes on Blade Runner, not the BattleBot, but this one with this dual vert one. Both bots in bad situations, and Battle Royale comes out the better of the last hit and will advance. Both bots were getting big hits on each other, but only one could come out. Next up, after having fought one good rammer who shoved them around, they have to fight another as Bonk will face Bad Attitude. Ramstein flung them around in the last fight, but they're actually the faster bot in this fight because my Bad Attitude recreate is pretty slow. Oh, Bad Attitude is letting on their side. I think I gave them good chassis health, that's why Bonk hasn't been able to, like, get a good chassis, like, get good chassis. Get, like, big chassis damage hit. Oh, that was a good shot. Attitude back, but Bonk gets some massive points for the judges. As they are continuing to get around to the backside of Bad Attitude and just force them around the arena. They gotta watch that battery life, though, because that axe takes a battery life. And they gotta be mindful of it, and that was a good shot there. They can't spend forever just self-righting. If Bad Attitude keeps on shoving them, then they are going to. And the axe is glitched into the floor. Like, the axe has been very glitchy in this fight. And Bonk's hammer has just glitched into the floor. Like, it is... There we go. And Bonk has run out of battery life, but they're still gonna get the win because the Bad Attitude keep on shoving them. They're trying to earn points for the judges. This is gonna hurt Bonk, but I think in the end, Bonk still takes this. Yeah, Bonk takes it via the judges. That was a good fight, but it goes to Bonk. Anyway, next up, Beast is in the arena with it has to fight the German machine Black Hole. That wow, Black Hole just advancing unopposed. They will fight Bonk in the next round. Alright, next up we get an ABC Season 2 Reserves fight as Bucktooth Burl takes on Bad Kitty. Bad Kitty, I think, lost in a rumble in the main competition, and I don't think fought in a single other fight. Bucktooth Burl fought in one untelevised rumble. And they get the win. Bad Kitty losing an axe, trying to swing the other one around on a flipped Bucktooth Burl, but Bucktooth Burl lands the KO shot. As now we got Beast of Bodmin taking on Black Ice. Sticking with the ABC Season 2 representation. And Black Ice has just flipped themselves. Beast of Bodman swerving to one side and can't really get over to Black Ice. But Black Ice is stuck on its back, and now they're gone. As you see a little lift of the tail back there, Beast of Bodman, they will advance to fight Bucktooth Burl. Beast of Bodman essentially roadblock with Lifter. Alright, now it's time for everybody's favorite fight. Beta versus Gabriel. The only thing that could save this fight is Beta landing chassis shots on Gabriel. Real before this fight gets boring. Only problem is they can't get over to Gabriel because they're slow, and Gabriel is big. Swing and a miss on that attempt. They hit the wheel directly. Maybe remove the wheel. Gabriel was trapped between a rock and a hard place there. One of their wheels was out of the arena. The other one was in the arena getting hit by Beta. And when they got out, they got themselves a nasty shot to the chassis. As Beta continues to hit the wheels of Gabriel. And there's a big shot there. And Beta continuing to hit the wheels, the weaponry, the chassis, just everything of Gabriel is at risk. As Beta somehow gets flipped. Like, how did that even happen? Beta lands another shot. And that one hits both wheels. And they hit wheel again. I don't know which wheel they've done most of the damage to. But they've got a good shot with the chassis. And they take out Gabriel. What? It was inevitable that Gabriel would fall. Leaving us with only one robot whose name does not start with the letter B left. And that is Frisbee Ultimate. As next to Berserk 2 will take on Bigger Brother. Two robot words and machines here. Berserk 2's got the axe and the lifter. And an amazing play right there. And Berserk just fired. Berserk accept their fate. Bigger Brother take it.
This match is done.
And we'll fight Beta. Next up, Barbaric Response takes on Bombshell. And Barbaric Response flipped Bombshell. Bombshell cannot self-right in their horizontal spinner form. If they had the axe form, they could. But I don't think they would have been flipped in the axe form. And the vert form can't be used because I didn't build any part of it. Barbaric Response are going to advance over Bombshell. They will fight the winner of Malice. Yes, Malice. They're listed as BattleBot in this tournament since when I originally made them, it was a BattleBots competitor that was unnamed. So I just named them BattleBot. Blade Runner is Blade Runner. I have their up and down to turn them, so that way they sit and spin. I'm gonna get tripped up by Blade Runner, but not deterred. Malice / BattleBot advance. They will fight Barbaric Response. And next up, Barbarous Tounament will fight Bot Out of Hell. After this, we still have, what is it, 3 more fights? Including one more featuring a bot from the qualifying round. And there goes one of the caster wheels off of Barbarous. Now, that turn of events just made no sense. And now both bots are not exactly, both bots' chassis are not exactly the best situations. They're leading with that side that has the missing wheel. Barbarous. They're getting around to the side of Bot Ugly's weapon. They gotta keep doing that because Bot Ugly could just do that. I mean, Bot Out of Hell. Bot Ugly got eliminated by Gabriel. Bot Out of Hell advance. Next up, we got Bender taking on Bite Force 2015's anti-spinner form. My Bite Force 2015 recreate actually has a working, like, up and down lifter system. They don't have treads because even though treads are in DSL, they're very glitchy. Fight Force realize they can't flip Bender with their weaponry, so they're just hoping that the wedge and a good ram could flip them. I don't think it's gonna, but you might as well try it, and they are getting some good attempts in, but not really anything that's actually gonna do anything, and Bender take the win, and get underneath and show him how to flip. Bender will fight Bot out of hell. Yeah, we got the last fight featuring a bot from the qualifying round is Bam Bam. We'll take on Buddy Lee. Don't play in the street. Where's Buddy Lee? Buddy Lee, there we go. Yes, that is the Vlad Eater spike. Yes, this fight is absolutely going to Buddy Lee. They can't land the pinpoint accuracy they need with that axe. So Buddy Lee's just kind of gonna sit still here and just take it. Buddy Lee with a lot of battle scars, but you don't mess with a good spinner. Lastly, we've got Battle Scar taking on the other Black Ice in this tournament. This is my sister's bot. Sheep. This is my sister's bot, so yeah. And yes, that is Battle Scar. It has two big giant spinners. Holy moly. Yeah, I could not have imagined a bigger a better first hit. And they got a hit again because they righted Black Ice. Like, these two are just hitting with impact force unmatched. And Battle Scar loses their weapon, but they've still got that wedge. Right? Oh, oh, Black Ice is flipped. And they don't have a Shreemec. I'll give them till 1:15 if the game doesn't start counting them out before then. Alright, they've been out for way too long. Battle Scar with a perfectly timed shot at the very end there. To stay alive, they will advance to fight Buddy Lee. Alright, we've got time. We can continue this. So, next up, we've got Big Nipper taking on Frisbee Ultimate. Frisbee Ultimate beat Bod in the first round after having beaten Greenspan in the qualifying round. Frisbee Ultimate's weapon is off. They're essentially a big rammer And it works. Frisbee Ultimate, I don't know if anyone's gonna beat him. But but here's a couple of competitors who will try in the next round. Who may try in the next round. Basenji and Battle Royale with Cheese. Senji's got a good wedge shape to flip. I mean, that could flip Frisbee Ultimate, but like, they're weaponless now in this fight, and I don't know if they're gonna be able to survive. I have the power of the Battle Royale weapon. And there goes a wheel off of Basenji as if their drive problems weren't already bad enough. They lose they lose like their one wheel that isn't from a motor that's smoking. And Battle Royale with Cheese will advance. I kind of wanted to see Basenji take a try at Frisbee Ultimate, I'm gonna be honest. Our next up, Bog takes on Black Hole. Black Hole destroyed Beast in about 5 seconds. Bonk has fought 2 Rhymers, one of which threw themselves out of the arena, and the other one couldn't really do anything to them, and then the fight went to the judges. Like, this fight is not Black Holes to lose, let's be honest. Bonk, you just had to go around the side and you had a chance. And you didn't think to do that. You went head on and got killed immediately. Anyway, Bucktooth Burl takes on Beast of Bodmin now. Now, Burl's win over over Bad Kitty was very quick. Yeah, because their win over Body Hammer was also quick. Beast of Bodmin, however, also was pretty fast in their KO of Black Ice. But it was a lot slower than any of Bucktooth Burl's have been, and it was with some luck. So Beast of Bodmin veers to the side a little bit. Bucktooth's got problems with its gyroscopic forces. Bodmin's got problems with just with just their own bot's existence. And Bucktooth Burl gets another win, where they basically just let the opponent go at them. They bounce around a bit, but they bounce off their opponent's chassis and just destroy it. Alright, next up, Beta will take on Bigger Brother. Beta just beat Gabriel up in a wild, long fight. Saw Beta get flipped at one point, and Gabriel's wheels take a beating but survive. Bigger Brother just threw Berserk 2 out of the arena, basically. One of these bots is way faster than the other. They both need to self-right after the first attack. But Bigger Brother's in a worse spot because Beta can just hit them back over, and they flip themselves again, and they're taking a beating from Beta, and Beta with a good shot again there. And Beta with the quick KO of Bigger Brother will advance to fight the winner of Malice and Barbaric Response. Barbaric Response almost got KO'd by Bombshell, but managed to flip them over. Malice straight up destroyed. Just straight up destroyed their opponent in Blade. Just straight up destroyed Blade Runner, removing both wheels. Now, Barbaric Response can use that flipper to their advantage in this fight. Fortunately for Malice, they're flipped right now. Like, Malice can't really move. But Barbaric Response can. Kind of. For a second there, I thought Malice had just saved them. And then they just flipped themselves back to the same position. Malice win a very tentative fight where they could barely move after getting flipped. If Barbaric Response didn't flip themselves there, they probably would have been golden. Anyway, next up, Bender, who took out Bite Force 2015. Face Bot Out of Hell, who took out Barbarous Soon a bit in the last round. And yes, I said Bot Out of Hell, not Bot Ugly. I said it right this time. And geez Louise. Bender is just dead. Bot Out of Hell could be one to look out for here. And lastly, in this round, Battle Scar, who got a lucky win over Dora's Black Ice, after Black Ice removed both their saws, got flipped over with Battle Scar one hit away from elimination, and then they couldn't self-right themselves with their weapon power before the 115 mark hit, and I consider them eliminated. They fight Buddy Lee Don't Play in the Street, who beat Blue Tiger in the first round, a very boring fight, and then destroyed Bam Bam in an even more boring fight. It was the most interesting fight Buddy Lee's had so far just because they could get flipped over. They're just gonna let Battlescar do damage to themselves. Just let them bounce, man. Don't touch them unless it's time to hit. And Buddy Lee just getting launched by those two attacks. And Battleskull will advance. Battlescar is gonna be funny. Whee! They will fight Bot Out of the Hell in the next round. And next up we got Battle Royale with Cheese and Frisbee Ultimate. They're both full body spinners that are deadly. I'm curious who's going to initiate the first attack. My guess is Frisbee Ultimate based on the way they're driving. Just like the last fight, Frisbee Ultimate isn't really getting a lot of damage on these opening encounters. Their opponent is. What to do with that last encounter? Like, Frisbee Ultimate isn't really doing a lot of damage, it seems. Well, Battle Royale is just pummeling them. By the way, if Frisbee Ultimate wins this group, they're actually gonna get the runner-up spot since I didn't build them. And now at this point, Frisbee Ultimate get the KO despite doing less points of damage than their opponent. Or not? What just happened? Oreo Cheese has got to be careful though. They are very close to elimination. And Chassis health is quite low right now. But Frisbee Ultimate just hit the wall and flipped. You're not gonna tell me you're not gonna at least try to deal damage. They've removed one of the panels. They removed a second panel. Battle Royale with Cheese suddenly looks scary. They take out a clear favorite. At least it looks like that. Like they could still KO themselves. Reminder, they are 2-hit. Something stupid could still happen. But I think these hits are... yeah. Battle Royale with Cheese is definitely getting the win here. Their opponent was flipped for more time than would have been enough to count him out. Battle Royale destroyed the shell. Battle Royale with Cheese advance. They will fight the winner of Uncontrollable Death versus Controllable Death. Like, legitimately, describe these two better than that. And Bucktooth Burl, your chaos and destruction is great, but if you're uncontrollable, controllable like Black Hole is gonna beat you and then celebrate by getting themselves stuck on their side. They'll fight Battle Royale with Cheese in the next round. They're there. Next up, Malice Battlebot takes on Beta. This is actually a good fight on paper. Beta has that overhead hammer that could pummel. Beta's got ram plates surrounding their body. And Beta wins with ram plates. Yay! Beta got out damaged there, but they just hit the hammer shot that they needed to. And the ram plate finished them off because this game makes no sense. Next up, the even more uncontrollable than Bucktooth Burl, somehow, takes on Bot out of Hell. This fight is gonna be fun, I can already tell. These two bots and their large amounts of gyroscopic force. Battlescar taking a moment there to say, "You dare sidestep me to do chassis damage? Well, I'll do that to you." And Bot out of Hell survived whilst on red health. Wow. They will fight Beta. You know, let's do that fight now, and then we'll do Battle Royale with Cheese versus Black Hole. Winner makes it to the finals. Bot out of Hell. Were originally the 30 seed, fought Barbarous 2 and a bit in round 1, came out of the qualifying round. Round beat Codebreaker there. Then beat Barbarous. Then punted Bender. And then beat Battle Scar. Beat the 2 seeds. Beat Gabriel. And Beta the 2 seeds will advance to the finals. Their run consisting of wins over Gabriel, Bigger Brother, Malice, and Bot Out of Hell. Now I'm gonna do the monologues before the fight. Black Hole. They were the 20 seed. Got a first round. Entered the first round without the qualifying round and destroyed Beast. Then destroyed Bonk. Then destroyed Bucktooth Burl. Battle Royale with Cheese. Also got a first round bye. Starting out as the 9 seed. They beat Blade Runner, not the dual vert. Then Masenji. Then did the impossible, taking out Frisbee Ultimate in a fight where Frisbee Ultimate got flipped. And now they're here. Winner will fight Beta in the title fight. And holy moly, we're gonna get Battle Royale with Cheese v Beta. Like, Black Hole's stuck. They just got pasted onto the wall there. Missing a saw. I thought that was it right there. Head to head and launch him. And finally get the KO. Battle Royale with Cheese will fight Beta. Beta should look at this fight similar to how they did the Malice fight. They've got those ram plates, they've got the good hammer. Beta landing a pretty pinpoint accurate shot. And another good shot onto Battle Royale, and another one. But with each of these shots, the Battle Royale, they get really close up. And Battle Royale with Cheese will take the B group. Beta will be the runners-up. Congratulations to Battle Royale with Cheese. And great job to Beta for getting here. But Battle Royale with Cheese, utter destruction, and we will see you all next time. For whatever letter is next, let me check my notes. For the S group.